join you on your journey. Here at Coastal Pines Technical College, our mission and vision center around providing a skilled workforce for our local industries in the Southeast Georgia region. Across our 7 campuses, students have access to over 150 programs of study. We offer hybrid, online, and face-to-face classes. This affords our students the flexibility needed to meet their educational goals while leading a busy lifestyle. We also offer classes to juniors and seniors in our area high schools, where they can receive both high school and college credit for free through the dual enrollment program. Our commitment to excellence in education ensures that our students are not only prepared, but highly sought by local employers. With a 99% job placement rate, many of our students graduate with standing job offers. One of the key aspects of Coastal Pines Technical College is our focus on affordability. With low tuition costs and numerous funding options like the HOPE Grant, HOPE Scholarship, HOPE Career Grant, and federal Pell Grants, we make education accessible for everyone. The HOPE Career Grant is funding unique to Georgia that allows students to enroll in programs with a high demand for graduates that is almost completely tuition-free. This opens doors for many students by reducing their financial burden and allowing them to focus on their education. Additionally, our Coastal Pines Technical College Foundation provides students with scholarships and financial assistance to ensure that they succeed during their time with us and leave with a rewarding career. Whether you are graduating high school, looking to learn a new trade, or simply want to improve your existing skill set, Coastal Pines Technical College is the place to go. A successful career awaits you. Empower tomorrow. Secure your future. The time is now. Here you will find an affordable, accessible, and transformative education.
Good evening. My name is Lonnie Roberts. I'm president at Coastal Pines Technical College. And on behalf of the Coastal Pines Technical College faculty and staff, I extend a warm welcome to each of you to tonight's ceremony. If you would bear with us for just a moment, I will ask you to remain standing through this opening portion. Tonight's ceremony is a celebration and a public recognition of the hard work, the dedication, and the commitment of these graduates. Your presence here honors them, recognizes their achievements as well, and exhibits the pride that you as family and friends have in their accomplishments. We, the faculty and staff, are honored to join with you in this celebration. Please remain standing now through the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, our Pledge of Allegiance, and the Invocation. The Star-Spangled Banner will be played by Diane McGahee, and following that, Lynette Berger, Associate of Applied Science and Business Healthcare Technology, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our invocation will be presented by Tori Cothran, an Associate of Applied Science and Cybersecurity graduate.
As we come together today to celebrate significant achievement, the culmination of years of learning, growth, and perseverance, let us pause to reflect on the journey, to appreciate the struggles, to honor the dedication, curiosity, and courage, and to acknowledge the support of family, of friends, mentors, and communities who stood beside us, guided us, and helped us to reach this milestone. Today is not just an ending, but a beginning, a moment of transition from one chapter of life to the next. May we carry forward the wisdom we've gained, the questions we've asked, and the values that have shaped us along the way. As we step into the wider world, may we strive not only for success, but for significance. May we use our knowledge to uplift others, our talents to strengthen communities, and our voices to speak for empathy and truth. Let this day be a celebration of potential, of what we can achieve when we dare to dream, to study, to imagine, and to act. With gratitude for the past and hope for the future, our ceremony begins.
Thank you, and you may now be seated. Again, it's my honor to welcome you here this evening on behalf of our faculty and staff, our board of directors, and our foundation trustees. And I want to say a thank you to you as families, as our communities who support the college, who support our students. You honor us with your presence here tonight. I do want to recognize some special guests that are with us. As I mentioned, our board of directors and our foundation trustees. We have with us on the stage, joining us tonight is Mr. Lee Lewis, the chairman of our board of directors, and he has with him his son Hudson, so we're glad Hudson could join him this evening. Members of our Coastal Pines Technical College Foundation Board of Trustees that are with us this evening, Dr. Edie Baxley and Mr. Brent James. So join me in thanking these for the work that they do in supporting the college and our students. The mace that you see standing here in the holder on the front of the platform, it's kind of evolved throughout the years from a combat weapon of the Middle Ages to what you see here today, basically a club shaped staff that's a symbol of leadership and authority. It's used in academic settings, especially to give sort of a ceremonial character to official functions. The Coastal Pines mace is designed with a long handle and underneath a bronze-plated flame inscribed with this phrase, lighting the pathway to success. And in events such as this, the mace is carried by the faculty marshal for the occasion. And tonight's faculty marshal is criminal justice instructor, Ms. Sarah Rowan. So, Ms. Rowan, thank you for serving as a marshal this evening. Tonight, as I said, is a special occasion. I want to personally convey my congratulations to you, the graduates. Graduation signifies the completion of a goal, an accomplishment, and in many cases, the beginning of a new path in your career. And I'll speak a little bit more about that in a moment, but we're proud of you. And I want to thank you for entrusting Coastal Pines with your education. And I'm certain that the family and friends that you have here with you this evening who have come to witness this event are also proud of you. And I want to ask them if they would to join me in this time in showing how proud you are and how much you love and appreciate these graduates and the work that they have done. And then there's a special group that I want to draw a very special recognition to, and that's our faculty and staff. Our faculty are the ones that I think are among the backbone of the college. They're the ones that see these students on a daily basis. And to our faculty, let me say that you inspire me, you encourage me, and I know you do that for our students. And I want you to know how much I appreciate what you do, and our students, I'm sure, as well. So I would like to ask our faculty and staff that are present here to stand, and students, as well as everyone else, join me in showing our appreciation for how much they do. So would y'all please stand? Thank you. And so now to the graduates, just a brief challenge to you this evening. Today, June the 12th, is a milestone for you, obviously. You're not just graduating, but this is a significant completion, and it marks the beginning of a new journey. So what's next? I kind of like history. I like to read history. I like to study history. And June 12th has some significance in some other areas too, besides the fact that it's my anniversary, and happy anniversary to my wife if she's watching this. But there's two events that took place in history that I want to share tonight. The first was in 1987, when President Ronald Reagan was in Berlin. He stood before the Brandenburg Gate on this date in 87. And he looked at the leader at that time of the Soviet Union and said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." That wall had been erected to separate East and West Berlin, the East that was under control of the Soviet Union, the Soviet bloc. But that wall was more than just a real barrier. It was a symbol. It was a symbolic barrier prohibiting freedom, prohibiting in a lot of ways innovation, openness, the free exchange of ideas. And even in some ways it inhibited the building of the human spirit. And that wall was torn down. But the thing about it, we still encounter walls today. Maybe not a physical, literal wall, but there are some walls that we encounter. And so I want to challenge you as graduates, as you enter the workforce, as you continue your education, whatever your next step is, that you tear down some walls. And there's 4 walls I want to share with you. The first is the wall of complacency. Don't settle for doing something good enough. Do it the best that you can. Never settle for anything less than that. I encourage you to push the boundaries. Be the very best that you can possibly be. The second wall is the wall of fear. I encourage you, never be afraid to try something new, to do something new, to think outside the box, to come up with new ideas. Don't ever let fear stop you from doing something. And then third is what I call the wall of inaction. If you see something that needs doing, do it. Act on your ideas, set your goals, set your ideas, establish them, and do it. Don't just sit back and leave them sitting high in the sky or up on a shelf. Act on them and accomplish them. And then the fourth wall is what I call the wall of ignorance. Never stop learning. Make lifelong learning a part of your life, a part of who you are. And I think if you do that, then you'll see a difference in your life. So that's 4 walls that I encourage you to tear down as you move forward. But the second event that took place on this day in history took place about 45 years earlier than 1987 in the President Reagan event that I shared. It was on June the 12th in 1942 that a young 13-year-old girl received a birthday present. She received a diary. The girl's name was Anne Franks. Now, some of you may not know Anne Franks, may never heard of Anne Franks. Anne Franks was a Jewish girl. In World War II, she was in Europe. I think it was in Amsterdam, and the Nazi Germany had occupied that area. And they were collecting the Jews up and sending them to concentration camps. Anne Franks and her family hid from the German Gestapo. And they were, shortly after she received this diary, is when they went into hiding. And she began keeping a record. For 2 years they were in hiding before they were found and discovered. And her sister, her mom and dad were taken to Auschwitz, the Jewish concentration camp there. Her dad is the only one that survived that time. Both Anne's mom and herself and her sister were lost during that time while they were in the camp. But after the war, the family that helped hide the Franks, after they were taken away, they found the diary. And after the war, they gave it to Anne's father, and he published it. And it was required reading when I was in school, and if many of you probably read it or are familiar with it too. If not, I encourage you to read it. She tells her dreams. She treats the diary as a person, and everything she writes in it, she writes it as though she's writing it to the diary. I think she called her diary Kitty, she named it. But in that diary, it's a testament of hope in the midst of oppression, in the midst of fear, in the midst of hiding. She presented her dreams in that diary, her dreams of building a better future. Her courage comes through in that time. So I challenge you to take a lesson from Anne Franks. Don't just tear down walls, build something. She built a legacy that we have today. That diary still exists today. So just as there were 4 walls I encourage you to tear down, there's 4 things I encourage you to build. Number 1, build trust and integrity. Be honest. Establish and continue good work ethics. Be trustworthy in all you do. Number 2, build with a purpose. Set your goals, as I said a while ago, and work to achieve them. Never lose sight of those goals and never give up on them. Number 3, build up others. Help others who need a hand. There are plenty of people probably in this auditorium that helped you get to where you are tonight. You know, take the lessons that you learned from them, apply them in your life, and help someone else. And never forget to thank those who helped you. And then number 4, build a future. Use your skills. Use your education. Your education and your skills is something that no one can ever take away from you. It's yours. Use it. Develop your passion to build a world full of hope that Anne Frank's dreamed about, that she wrote about. You know, Reagan's words reminded the world that there's no barrier, or should be no barrier, no wall that stands in the way of freedom. And Anne Frank's diary and her words reminds us to never lose hope, be strong, to build a better tomorrow. So now it's your turn. You know, may the footprints, may the legacy that you leave inspire those who follow you, just as Reagan's words and Anne Frank's words inspire us today. So congratulations, graduates. The world awaits you. Now I would like to recognize Casey Gilliam, Associate of Science, nursing graduate, who will now present the students' point of view.
Good evening. As I stand before you this evening, representing all the candidates for graduation, I would like to say to all faculty, family, and friends that we couldn't be where we are today without your love and support. Thank you so very much. This is our graduation, a celebration of great honor and dignity, designed especially for us by the faculty and staff at Coastal Pines Technical College. I would like to ask you to please help us carry out this very dignified ceremony in a timely manner by refraining from catcalls, whistles, and calling out our names during the ceremony. If we could save it for the very end, for the graduates as a whole collective, this is our moment of great honor. Please help us remember the dignity of this special occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we have now come to the highlight of this evening's program, the commencement ceremony. Assisting me in the ceremony are Ms. Amanda Foreman, Executive Vice President and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Ms. Carly McDonald, Vice President of Student Affairs, and Ms. Katrina Felder, Executive Director of Adult Education. Mr. Lee Lewis will also join me as we confer the associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Ms. Foreman, will you please present the candidates?
Thank you, Mr. President. The President's 4.0 medallion is comprised of a gold ribbon coupled with a silver pendant. The gold cords identify the honor graduates. Associate degree graduates are donning royal blue and green hoods. Members of the National Technical Honor Society are wearing purple and silver cords and tassels. Members of Skills USA are wearing red and white cords. Members of Phi Beta Lambda are wearing blue and gold cords. Members of the Horticulture Club are wearing a teal cord. Military veterans are wearing red, white, and blue cords. Will the first row of candidates for graduation please rise? For our Associate of Science degrees, nursing, Shakira Floyd. Nursing, Casey Gillum. Nursing, Nicole Miller. Nursing, Anitra Scott, honor graduate. Nursing, Lycia Simmons. Nursing, Capricia Stevenson. Nursing, Deja Ulmer. Nursing, Shelby Williams. And now for our Associate of Applied Science degrees, Lynette Berger, Business Healthcare Technology, honor graduate. Business Healthcare Technology, Ansley Mize. Business Healthcare Technology, Amber Rowland. Business Healthcare Technology, Samaria Smith, honor graduate. Business Technology, Tyrone Smith, honor graduate. Computer Support Specialist, Shazia Clark, honor graduate. Cybersecurity, Tori Cothran, honor graduate. Cybersecurity, Rachel Paget, honor graduate. Education, Heather Blunt, honor graduate. And now for our diplomas, Air Conditioning Technology, Christopher Osteen. Cosmetology, Michaela Curl. Cosmetology, Tiana Grubb, honor graduate. Cosmetology, Haley Heaton, honor graduate. Cosmetology, Jolie McCannon, honor graduate. Electronics Technology, Kendrick Thomas, honor graduate. Networking, LaQuavius Douglas. And now for our technical certificates of credit. Cosmetology for licensure, Abigail Acosta. Cosmetology for licensure, Tatiana Crawford. Early Childhood Care and Education Basics, Carrie Grissom. Early Childhood Care and Education Basics, Kayla Hingson Brown. Early Childhood Care and Education Basics, Jessica Smith. Early Childhood Care and Education Basics, Winifred Taylor. Early Childhood Care and Education Basics, Kiana Williams. Gas Tungsten Arc Welder, Heidi Dunwoody. Hair Designer, Alyssa Forsica. Healthcare Assistant, Takili Barnes. Healthcare Assistant, Michaela Lynn. Healthcare Assistant, Dallas Mansfield. Healthcare Billing and Reimbursement, Samaria McCaster. Nurse Aide, Megan Anderson. Nurse Aide, Brayley Branch. Nurse Aide, Callista Gaskins. Nurse Aide, Haley Harmon. Nurse Aide, Jocelyn Marple. Nurse Aide, Kaneria McCall. Nurse Aide, Jacelyn Nails. Nurse Aide, Lexi Ruiz. Nurse Aide, Yasmin Solomon. Nurse Aide, Autumn Thrift. Phlebotomy technician, Macy Heron. Phlebotomy technician, Brittany Jackson. Phlebotomy technician, Shawanda German. Phlebotomy technician, Tanijah Martin. Phlebotomy technician, Angela Rett. Salon and spa support specialist, Giselle Gomez. Salon and spa support specialist, Francine Spearman. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to turn the program over to Ms. Katrina Felder, Executive Director of Adult Education, to recognize tonight's high school equivalency graduates.
High School Equivalency Diploma, Savannah Cato. High School Equivalency Diploma, Shannon Danforth. High School Equivalency Diploma, Dulce Dennison. High School Equivalency Diploma, Leah Dowling. High School Equivalency Diploma, Gabriel Dykes. High School Equivalency Diploma, Jaden Edders. High School Equivalency Diploma, Brianne Gilliard. High School Equivalency Diploma, Stephen Harrison. High School Equivalency Diploma, Katie Ingram. High School Equivalency Diploma, Tynesha Lane. High School Equivalency Diploma, Janelle Martinez. High School Equivalency Diploma, Anna Melo Ramirez. High School Equivalency Diploma, James Royals. High School Equivalency Diploma, Demariana Taylor. High School Equivalency Diploma, Nareli Thomas. High School Equivalency Diploma, Erica Vasquez. High School Equivalency Diploma, Jorge Vasquez Murphy. High School Equivalency Diploma, Arden Widener.
Mr. President, I have the honor on behalf of the faculty of Coastal Pines Technical College to recommend these candidates for the Associate of Science degrees, Associate of Applied Science degrees, the diplomas, technical certificates of credit, and high school equivalency diplomas as earned.
Thank you. Graduates, would you please rise? Hang on just a moment. Graduates, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Coastal Pines Technical College, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Georgia and the Technical College System of Georgia, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective academic award for which you have been recommended, together with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. We extend to you our sincere congratulations. You may now move your tassels to the left. Now, throughout the presentation of the academic awards, and even now when the graduates first stood, and after the formal conferring, I know you showed your appreciation, but I believe you can do better than that. Now is your chance. Let these graduates know how much you love them and how much you are proud of them. Again, let me take this opportunity to congratulate you graduates and tell you how proud we are of you, and I can't wait to hear all the great things that you're going to accomplish in this world. I want to also thank everyone for attending tonight's celebration to honor our graduates. I'd ask that you please stand now for the benediction that will be led by Tori Conferring, Associate of Applied Science and Cybersecurity graduate.
Our ceremony is now coming to a close, but let us carry forward the spirit of inquiry, the habit of critical thinking, and the courage to meet an uncertain world with clarity and compassion. May you leave here not just prepared for a profession, but equipped for a life of purpose, integrity, and engagement. May you find meaning in the work you choose, joy in the relationships you build, and strength in the challenges you will surely face. Let your education be not a final achievement, but the foundation of a lifelong journey to grow, to question, to contribute, and to lead. Go forward with open minds, steady hearts, and the conviction that you can shape the world, not someday, but starting now. Congratulations, graduates. May your ambitions continue to become your reality. May your work be fulfilling, and may your life forever be prosperous.
Now, I would ask that everyone please remain standing and where you are, don't block the aisles or don't get out in the aisles until the graduates and the faculty have had a chance to depart or recess from the auditorium. One last way to be able to show your appreciation and your honor them tonight. So this concludes our ceremony, and thank you for being here. Please, as I said, remain where you are until they have left the auditorium.